Hi guys, so today I want to do a video about how I called 911 by accident, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like I don't even know how to feel about it, but it was kind of embarrassing, and I'm sure that a lot of us have done that at one point or another. I know my brother did it one time, but it was an accident. He did it at one of his jobs because the extension that they had to call, because he was trying to dial out like outside of his work, and the extension that you had to call was like really close. I forget what it was, but he said like a bunch of cop cars showed up at his work because like they have to make sure you're okay even if you say it was an accident. So I'm sure that a lot of us have done it at one point or another. And since I can't vlog, I don't really know of an easy way to vlog. I was using an app called YouTube Capture, and it stopped being supported. I think it was either last year or the year before. I think it was last year. And I really liked using that. It was a lot quicker. The videos uploaded a lot faster, and there were some accessibility issues, but I just managed to work around that. But for the most part, I really liked it. But unfortunately, it's not being supported anymore, so I just got rid of it. And I'm not sure how to, because I know there's a way where you can like do a bunch of clips. I know people do it all the time, like on their if they want to vlog on their phone and they do a bunch of clips and then they put it together. Like they use like iMovie or something, but I have no idea how to do that. So otherwise, I would. I think I tried doing a couple like very short videos one time, but I tried figuring out how to go into iMovie and put them together, but I'm not sure how to do it. I'm not sure, but I know people do it all the time, so there has to be a way to vlog on your phone and put it together. So, well, that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video is I'm going to be talking about what happened today, about how I called 911 by accident. So, you guys know how, for those of you who have Apple devices, I'm sure that with Android devices there's something very similar, but you have this thing called Emergency SOS. So basically, that's where you can have like emergency contact information, and when you use Emergency SOS, it sends your contact information to them, to emergency services, and you can also have emergency contacts just in case. So, my Apple Watch has a tendency to like freeze up sometimes, so sometimes I have to like turn it off and then on again. I know that can be really annoying, but that's what happens. So the Apple Watch has two buttons. For those of you guys that do not know, you have a longer button that kind of looks like the power button on the iPhone, and then it has a crown, which is a round button, and then you like turn it, but you have the crown, and then like you could press that in, and those buttons do a lot of things. But with the longer button, what it does is if you hold it down too long, it will call emergency services. So that's one thing you got to be very careful with. Um, so I didn't even realize I did that. I was trying to turn the watch off, and then like all of a sudden it just like unfroze, and I thought, oh, okay, it's back to it's it's not frozen anymore. So I don't know, that was weird. So I thought it was like froze or something. So I tried to turn the watch off and back on again. So next thing I know, next thing I know, someone calls me from the police department. I don't want to say what town I live in, like that's too much information. But somebody called me and they said, this is so and so from the, said town police department. I don't know the person's name, but I don't know if they even told me that. But she said, did someone call 911? And I said, I think it was an accident, but everything's okay. So she said, okay, but we still have to have somebody come. I was like, okay, I understand that. So I went to go take my dogs out, thinking that maybe they weren't going to show up right away because, like, sometimes it takes them a while. But I should have known better that with 911 calls, like, if it's like a 911 call, they will show up right away. So I was out walking my dogs, and my mom calls me and she asked if I was okay. And that was like the first thing she said was, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." So what happened was my neighbor called her and he told her like that the police was at our house. and she obviously called me to see if I was okay. So I told her I was fine, and I told her what happened, and I come back, and then the police officer, they were there, and they searched the house, and because like they have to, just like for safety reasons. Like they didn't like go through personal belongings or anything, like drawers. They didn't go through drawers or handbags or anything like that. They just kind of searched in the rooms just to see like where, do like a people search just to see where I was. So I come back from walking the dogs, and they were just, and then I guess they had just gotten done with that, and they had just had to take down my information, my name, phone number, and then that was it. And then they left. But even though I told them everything was okay, they still have to come, and I can understand that, because let's say, for example, everything wasn't okay. Like I could have said, "Oh, I'm okay," when I really wasn't, because sometimes people might be a little nervous, and they might just say, "Oh, I'm okay." So, like, what if they're really not? So I could understand like them having to come. So after that, they just left, and I turned off emergency SOS. I already had it turned off on my phone, but I also made sure that I turned it off on my watch. So yeah, that was what happened to me today, and I couldn't I don't know how to, like I said before, I don't know how to vlog, so I just have to like talk about things like this, which is okay. So let's see, today is March the 11th, and I already put up a video today. It's a long one, so if you didn't already see it, I suggest you go ahead and watch that. It's a long one though, but this video will be up tomorrow. So I will see you guys in my next video, and be sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.